From the half time, yeah. More we were just really flat in the first half. Like part of it, Adelaide were really good, and for whatever reason, we were just running in mud. So we had to make some X and O changes to try and get them to fly around a little bit. And once we did that and got them, because they just got whatever they wanted in fairness in the first half, whereas in the second half, I think we made it a little bit tougher for them and got them out of that. They were in a beautiful rhythm in that first half. Just had to gunk it up a little bit and then try and find some energy from our side because we were also flat as a pancake for whatever reason. So they were the main adjustments, and then hopefully you've got some players to make shots at the end.
Is that a bit off the back of your game against Melbourne on Thursday night, where that second half obviously a bit flat and that after that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, again, there's a million things. Who knows? Like, and the longer you do this, the more you don't understand like why. Sometimes they're just flat as a pancake. Like you have a great week, like everything goes right, and then you just come out flat. Or you have a horrible week on the track and they come out and make everything in the first quarter. Like sometimes there's just no rhyme or reason to it. We need to start better defensively than what we did, certainly. But why? If someone had the answer to that, we would never start like that as well.
Is this a game you put in a memory bank? I mean, you were 20 points down to win it in overtime. Is this something that you just keep memories on when times get tough to remember that's happened, that you guys can play in just one half?
Yeah, for sure. Like, do you want to jump in?
Yeah, definitely moving forward. This is the game, that kind of we have to go back and think, well, okay, we see how we set the tone. We came back, we fought through adversity. So definitely, we're gonna keep this in our memory.
Yeah, and on that, the pleasing thing from our side, again, we couldn't throw it in the ocean in the first half, but can we find other avenues to score? So we end up with 18 offensive rebounds. That was a problem against Melbourne. We just didn't get a high percentage back. If we're going to go 3 of 1,000 or whatever we went, which was pretty close, you got to get back more than 16 of them. So we got back 18 today, and we found a way to get to the free throw line.
What did you say to the team going into overtime? I mean, obviously everyone gets a bit tense during these periods. I mean, was it just keep calm, or did you just tell them to fire up? What was their message?
Mainly the fact that we knew it was their 4th game in 12 days or whatever it was, and they were fading. And again, in fairness to them, they've played a lot of games in a very short space of time. So we thought we'd be fresher, and as you saw, the whole second half overtime, we eventually took control of the game a little bit. So we thought they were slowing down, just keep playing, next action, it'll all eventually come out in the wash. And luckily, Ari made the biggest shot of the season.
And Ari, for you, of course, first year in our league and that, and you're starting to sort of work out a little bit of who are the players that are really competing against you hard. Obviously, you've had Jordan Canada, for an example, and you've got plenty of WNBL imports here that just really make this a high-quality league to watch.
Yeah, take us away. I still think this is a talented league. It's very physical. I definitely got to eat my Wheaties more out here. So, I love it though, and I'm just glad, speaking to the imports as well, that we got the opportunity just to come here and compete.
And for you, down the stretch, obviously you hit some really big shots at crucial times, and that, do you feel like Ryan was trusting you with the ball in the hand to make that right decision down the stretch?
I would hope so, but for sure, Ryan trusts me, and my teammates trust me as well, to make the right play. Not happy about my turnover to Casper, in a crucial time, but I made up for it, and just shout out to Ryan for trusting me, calling that last play.
Yeah, well, in fairness, the pass to Casper wasn't ideal, and you immediately get the apologies, my bad. But the kid wants the ball back in her hands again. Next trip down the court, run this for me right now. He's sure, especially the set she wanted to run. There's a lot of moving pieces in that offense she called for herself. And I remember asking, are you sure? There's a lot of, he'd played a lot of minutes and he'd given us some pretty big roles defensively. Are you sure you want to do that much work to get into an on-ball? She's like, give me the damn ball. And goes and does that. She's, again, I know she's right here, she's a really special talent.
I know the first half didn't go exactly to plan for you. How are you working on to that in the next game? How to make sure that you don't get the first half that you did today?
Again, if we knew the answer to that, we wouldn't do that. We're not trying to suck in a half. Modern basketball is really tough, especially the style we play. We're going to get massive lulls and we're going to get massive runs. You've just got to be able to absorb it and keep playing. Does the faith in your system outweigh the criticism that will come? We know when we don't play well, every man and their dog's going to come for us and attack the style, and they don't like it. We can't shoot that many threes and blah, 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 blah. But when it's working, everyone loves it and everyone thinks it's the greatest thing of all time. So we've got a lot of faith in what we do, and the numbers back it up. and hopefully eventually we start making some shots and it all makes sense.
I mean, you were talking about the physicality, having to get used to that. Did it take a while to get used to? Did it take you back the first time that you came to Australia, or have you now been able to adjust to it a bit?
Took me back to my college days when I was getting beat up at Arizona, but no, I adjusted fine. You know, I like the physicality, so it didn't take me long to adjust.
All good?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Eric.
Thank you.
Are you traveling?
Thank you. I hope this weather